I'll tell you what, it looks like Kentucky's actually going to keep some of their freshmen this year. They're actually going to become sophomores. You're going to hear a lot of Kentucky as soon as this tournament is over as a possible favorite for next year, I believe. The game today that might have shocked a bunch of people, number 11, Gonzaga, taking on number 3, Utah. Gonzaga led by 15 at halftime. Won the game 82-59, and it wasn't even that close. I mean, how often can you say a team won by 23 and it wasn't that close? Gonzaga dominated this game from start to finish. And before I talk about the Zags, what are you feeling if you're a Utah fan? Do you root for the Utes? 2 of the last 3 games of your season, you got your doors blown off. Oregon routed them by 30 or something like that in the Pac-12 championship game. Utah goes and beats a 14 seed in round 1. And then they lose to 23 and were never in the ball game against Gonzaga. Listen, Larry Kostoviak, he's done a nice job out there at Utah. But these last 3 games, that's got to leave a bad taste in your mouth during the offseason. And as far as Gonzaga goes, led by Mr. Sabonis in the middle. And when your name is Sabonis, you have to play in the middle. Mark Few, the head coach of Gonzaga. We're going to talk about him a little later in the show because I think he's maybe the most underrated coach in college basketball. I'll explain and I'll tell you exactly where I think he belongs on the list of college basketball coaches. And I'll give you a stat that you may not be aware of about Mark Few that will blow your mind. The preppy game of the day, Yale and Duke. Again, I said forget it. Don't even play the game. Just put out some desks and have these 2 teams take SATs. Take SATs, LSATs, whatever it is, the LSATs, the SATs. Here, go. And they decided to play a game. And Duke blitzed them from the get-go. Led at halftime 48-25. Done, right? Over. Yale's got no shot at coming back against Duke. Can't happen. Oh, not so close. Not so fast, my friend. Yale brought it down. I believe they got to within 5 at one point down the stretch. Duke held on for dear life. And I mean, held on for dear life in this one. They hold off Yale 71-64. Iowa State, the 4 seed, beats Arkansas Little Rock 78-61, the 4 over the 12. Let me see, what can I tell you about that game? Oh, ho hum. I think that's the one game I didn't watch a second of. I watched the other 7, pretty much most of the games.